Woo, I almost
All
like
right, everybody. Hello and welcome to 3-0 eSports Week 10, Day 2. This is the last day of the regular split. We're going to be
mm-hmm.
opening it up with AMP versus GOO.
Guess what? We have
First
a
versus not last.
kind of last.
Sixth. So this will be a pretty fun set. Pretty important for GOO to try and win this. AMP cares not. So yeah, this will be a good one for sure.
Oh, Galaxy. Actually, is there? Oh, there's a three-way tie for a sixth. Yikes!
Yeah, so after yesterday's games, Galaxy is out.
Oh, they are out.
Out.
Okay.
Galaxy's done.
I wasn't sure if they still had a chance.
No, DOV beat TPR, which means Galaxy cannot win, cannot get into playoffs. Goo Factory can only get into playoffs if they win this game and their reschedule versus their rematch. Sorry, versus Rockport. So they are needing to play a very good set right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say because those sound like very two hard teams to beat, unless both of them just throw because they're both like guaranteed in. So, which I guess could happen.
Yeah.
It'd be very depressing if it happened, but I guess it could happen.
Sam, how are you back down to 60 points? Good God, man.
Let's just say that he's probably the only person that I consistently see saying roulette or duel or slots. I see him do slots a lot. I swear, like every time I'm looking at chat, it's like just him like slots this amount. Actually, how many points do I have now? I haven't checked in a while. Points you have? What? How did I lose points? I swear I had like 4,000 last time I looked.
All right. Looks like we're about to get in here.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Game one.
We did it. We're in game. Up here for this. This will be pretty fun.
See, AMP is still trolling. They still have no team tags. Lol.
Yeah.
I feel like towards the end of like the last couple weeks, like all the teams have like put out their team tags, and then it's just like you see AMP and it's like, oh, team tag. But I suppose two of their players are on different teams in other leagues. So, funny story with DOV. We actually played Gummy's other team and Bliss's other team. It's actually kind of fun.
Oh, they weren't kidding when they said they were going to grab the Graves.
Yeah, it seems to be a really priority pick for a lot of teams recently. There's a few teams that have been starting to pick up the Graves.
Yeah. It is a very strong pick right now. It's really good at dueling, really good at invading. You get a lot done.
And you can honestly like build whatever you want with them just because of the way he's played. Like not like theoretically, but at least when it comes to like AD items and stuff. You can kind of go a few different builds based on what's happening.
Yeah. But the Alistar Tristana also going to be picked up for Gummy and Nezumi. This is kind of Amp's favorite bot lane. If they can play a bot lane, this is most likely going to be it as long as it's up. So no surprise to see that. Going to be going into Zaya Rakan, which is a pretty decent bot lane in itself, one of the staple lanes in the last year.
And is this just like a kind of meme lineup for AMP, or is this actually their lineup?
I asked him, he said, they're not trolling, they're just doing something weird. And I went, so you're trolling.
Yeah, is that the same
Which
thing as spelling?
I would be pretty upset about because this game does have major playoffs implications. Because if GOO lose this, they can't make playoffs at all. So like, by
Yeah.
no means should AMP be trolling or not trying here, because that would not be fair to the other teams that are relying on GOO to lose.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, is only one right now, being DOD.
Yeah, but still.
Nice to see Hecker mid.
Yeah, that's definitely where the Hecker is gonna go.
Never seen Hecker solo lane. When he goes mid, he just runs to both lanes every time his ult's up.
Yeah, the Poppy pickup though, most likely gonna go to Shadow Orc. There has been some Hecarim top play lately and some Poppy jungle, so that is a theoretical possibility. But considering Rengar actually plays a good amount of Hecarim, I highly doubt that's ever gonna happen. But something to keep in mind. In the top side,
but to be fair, also there's very few teams that haven't actually picked up the Hecker top.
Oh yeah, very few.
Which
Probably none. Oh no, Spoder, this is a bad matchup for you. Whoa, why would he pick that? Unless that's jungle. If that's top, though, he's screwed.
I mean, it could just be because, he likes playing Camille, I guess.
I've never seen him play Camille. And Pop, like, here's the thing about Camille into Poppy. What does Camille have to do to reach you?
Press R.
Okay, besides pressing R, what does Camille have to do to reach you? What is her big steroid and stun?
Walk to you?
No, she flies to a wall. And she flies to it. Poppy, when she's flying off the wall, all Poppy has to do is hit W. That knocks you up, and then you're right in front of... You're perfectly lined up between a wall and Poppy. It gives Poppy a free charge into a wall.
Oh, I know.
It's so bad for Camille. This is one of Camille's hardest lane matchups. Why would he pick this? Oh, God. I mean, it's possible he's so good on Camille that it doesn't matter, and that, like, Orc is so bad on Poppy that it doesn't matter, but I really highly doubt that that's the case here.
And to be fair, I want to say we have seen at least a few games with Orc on Poppy, so...
I think so.
Not his first time.
I'm pretty sure we have, so yes. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, but they did say they were trying some new things. So clearly this is one of the new things.
Yeah. It would seem so.
Actually curious. Should Camille ever actually get her ult off on the Hecker when he's mid-ult? Would it cancel his ult? If that's the thing. I don't even know
if she casts it right as he casts it, he'll fly, and then when she lands, she'll warp to him. If she lands on him in the middle of him, then he'll not go anywhere, right? If he's in the middle of the animation and she lands on him, then it'll stop him.
Yeah.
But if she's still jumping when he starts, she'll follow him.
It'd be a fun animation to see.
Yeah. What do we want to do for our over under our betterino?
Alistair damage taken.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
Since he could be one tanky boy, and because of his ultimate. Say over under versus their team. Damage taken
30,000.
Oh, 30?
50 is way too much. That would have to be a really long game. I get it. I'm betting this game ends in 27, 33 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
So 30,000 is also pretty giving.
That seems to be the standard. At least recently, even though like some games have been even under 25 in the last couple of weeks.
If it was a jungler, I would easily say over. Because when they take damage from the camp, that counts. But since he's a support, he's only going to take damage in a fight.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was wondering if that actually counts as creep damage.
I've been getting the hiccups the last day, man. I hate hiccups so much.
Yeah, hiccups are pretty annoying. Hiccups, like, I guess, aren't too bad depending on how often you get them. But, like, if you get, like, hiccups and, like, say, like, it's those kind of hiccups that are just, like, every freaking 2 minutes or something, it's like, come on. Yeah, possibly. We'll see. It is Rengar, and he does like to gank a lot, so he definitely has the possibility of coming top level 3. No! There we go. I clicked on Discord and minimized my chat, and then Bleak line opened up so I couldn't, like, reopen the chat. I was like, no. This is not a charity, people. Very few people get points, and generally the people that do get points are forced to bet them away anyway. Unless, obviously, there are things that are wrong with, like, the betting system or whatever it is. There really gonna be nobody that bets ever again? Like, the people just, like... I feel like every time that I'm casting, not one person bets ever.
I think it's just bets have been dying down a lot lately. People just aren't as generally interested in it anymore.
Who? It could also just be the end of the week or the end of the season, maybe.
Yeah.
Which I guess I get. It is going to be one fast Cassiopeia.
Yeah, Phase Rush and Ghost is pretty scary. I'm a little surprised she didn't take Cleanse, to be honest, up against an Ari and a Camille. Like, that's a lot of lockdown. And you're really... even with the Ghosts, it doesn't matter. Like, Alistar's going to have point-and-click CC on you. Camille has point-and-click. Right? So,
Yeah.
like, being a fast little snack isn't going to help you at all.
You could be fast enough to bring their engage into your team, though. And then maybe you'll signal them out. And they die. But that probably doesn't happen too often.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't like Amp's comp at all.
Did your chair recently start dying?
My chair?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
I go up like when he got here was in the background. Spectateless.
Yeah, I could probably use a new chair.
What kind of chair you got now?
Like a $40 office chair from Walmart.
See, at least you were good though. Yeah, I was bad and spent my money on a $90 office chair that's like a racing seat, except it's like an off-brand racing seat. It's garbage.
So it sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really should have hounded DG before I left, because like right before he left, he bought like a DX Racer for somebody for $100, like brand new, because the guy bought like a DX Racer, and for some reason they sent him freaking two, so he's just like, well, I guess I'll just sell the other one for like $100. And so DG bought it off of somebody, but then he went off deployed. I should be like, yo, bro, bring that over to me.
Yeah.
He owed me $100 anyways. I could have taken that as payment.
Yeah, just be like, until you pay me, the seat is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, that is squeaking really bad, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I promise there's
like
not a dying dog in the back of my room.
No, I was gonna say, it sounds like those those wooden floors. Like when you get like those really bad houses that just have like bad
You
floors.
just step on it, yeah. Every time you try and walk up the stairs.
I actually haven't had one of those in a while, to be honest. So
Oh, dude, that's every house of mine. Just can't freaking get past like anywhere without just creaking. It's like, good
I think
God, man.
the only house that I've had, like I guess our old house kind of got like that towards the end, but that was like more like our floors. That wasn't even our stairs. Like our stairs were fine. Like you'd walk across the hallway and you try to like tiptoe, but it'd still be like.
Yeah, man. All of Goo's skins, except for, well, no, even Lollipopio to an extent, but like all of them are just like super bright colors, right? Like bright red, bright green, bright blue. Like they're all just
Yeah, I guess.
glowing skins, except for Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy's okay. She's got the lollipop. That's kind of glowy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. I more meant like visually, like they actually have like glowing like
Yeah.
colors on them, like especially Rakan, Cass, and Hecarim.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only two that really do that for Poppy are Hextech, and I want to say there's one more.
Yeah.
Shadow really struggling on the last hits.
Yeah, he's struggling the last hits, but finding really good trades. It's really weird trying to trade as Tristana and against Tristana. A lot of people are just like, "Oh, Tristana's going for a shield. Now I can attack her." It's like, no, she's gonna grab that and she's gonna beat the crap out of you. Like, whenever Tristana's
Uh,
passive up, you apps or not Tristana? Did I say Poppy?
you saying Tristana like
It's
the
because I was
entire.
looking at Tristana. I'm tired, dude. I woke up like half an hour ago.
I was
Forgive
like,
me.
who are you talking about?
No,
Like,
Poppy. Yeah, Poppy, Poppy, Poppy. Um, whenever her passive is up, like you cannot take a trade versus her because she's gonna get that shield and she's gonna beat you in that next trade. So you just need
yeah.
to like find her when it's about to fall off and she thinks she can take a good trade because then she'll overcommit.
Just curious. I never really did learn this. Ooh, I
Ooh,
don't just
Vey
got a
stole
little
that, but he does need
possible
to be careful
killing on
because
the
White's
Graves.
here.
Graves
Yeah, he
is.
needs to be getting out of here. White still does have Flash and Ghost if he wants it, but not going to commit too hard for that.
Anyway, back to Poppy. Just
Yes.
curious, is there actually a reason as to why you have to grab every shield, or can you actually just let it go? Like, does it like scale with the more shields that you grab or
No, you
something?
don't have to grab it. It's just
So
that's just the only way to get the shield.
so you actually don't technically need it every.
No, 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 no. Yeah, it's a lot of people are just like, oh, the shield's on the ground. I should grab that. It's just like sometimes it's
Yeah,
not a great idea. Um,
yeah, which
oh,
is
Gummies with a nice cancel on that. Yeah, no, there's no reason to.
I guess that's just one thing. Like, I don't know why I just always thought that. Like, every time the shield's on the ground, either they get gold or like it scales or something. Like,
Nope.
I don't know why I thought that.
It's just it gives you a lot of pressure, right? Because you get the shield, right? Now you've got this like pretty decent shield that you can trade with, and like, it also leaves pressure on you because when you grab that,
Yeah.
it lets you farm without having to take damage. If ADC, hopefully they pause here real quick.
Yep, there it is. Or you can just not be boosted and last it with the shield, and then it just comes right through.
Right, then it flies right back to you. Yeah, that's usually a lot of people like whenever their passive is up, they'll try and use it as like an auto attack on the enemy for like their range.
Yeah,
Which
which
is
makes sense.
yeah, it's pretty decent. But I find a lot of times if you want to do a real trade, unless you have a guaranteed wall smash, it's best to last hit a minion with the shield, and then you can go in and get a trade off because you'll be guaranteed the shield instantly, and then you can take a trade whenever. So it
Yeah,
it helps you get a better trade overall. You might not do as much damage, but you also take far less. So in the long run, it's actually considerably better to do
yeah.
that sometimes.
Which is actually another thing I learned about Poppy back when I did actually play her a little bit. That was one thing I found out and actually instantly made me better at the waning phase. Because it actually almost gives you better CS count too, because you can just, it's almost like the, what is that, the relic thing, where it's like an execute the minions kind of.
Yeah, I mean it does a
Really?
good chunk of extra damage, so you do get to last hit it quite a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into Poppy. She's actually a fairly interesting character in terms of her play patterns. A lot of people just like, oh, brain dead champion. It's like, no, she's actually takes a
Yeah,
little bit of
no,
thought.
she's pretty hard. For the most part, her basic kit, yes, but her ultimate is like probably what takes the most
Oh
skill,
god,
just
yeah.
because it's so weird. Like
Every
that's probably the one thing that keeps me from playing that champion because it's like There's so many times, like, one, I just don't know, like, when I should ult, and, like, two, like, I just don't know who I should ult. Because, like, there's
Right.
sometimes, like, I feel like I should ult this person, but then it just, like, it turns out going horribly wrong, or it wasn't the person I should have ulted.
Right. You're like, should I ult the front line out of here so we can target the back line, or should I ult the back line out of here so I can target the front line? And whichever one you choose, your team's gonna question mark pin you like, God, we were about to kill them. Why'd you say it? Was like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do?
What do I do?
I just made it a 5v3 for us. Why are you upset with me?
Yeah, which is like half the time, like why I mostly just use their ult to like kill. Like I'll flash or I'll engage on them and then just knock them up.
Yeah,
so
just do the instant cast. Yeah, that's half the time what I do. I'm just like, you know what? I know my team's gonna be upset with me no matter how this goes. So just use it the most simplest way that you can.
I think the only one that ever makes sense is if you're being chased and you don't want them to chase you, so you ult them away. I think that's like the only one that makes sense.
Unless you're trying to execute yourself in their base, at which point you're just gonna have them cut you off.
Yeah.
Which would be
Or
unfortunate.
if you're on an objective fight, like objective fights, obviously, like objective fights, or if they're like chasing you. That's like the only two times I think I know.
Ugh. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Who DC'd? It was Beha. Yeah, we had a couple games without a DC.
Yeah.
Rengar was like not 3-0 with that one.
It's short-lived.
Very few games are without him, but we do generally have at least a couple that don't have him. It's just a matter of how bronze is that person's internet.
Yeah. Well, his internet is probably iron at this point. Hasn't even been released. But he's reconnecting, so that's good.
I was talking to people from DOV about that yesterday. I was like, the fact that iron is before bronze actually is gonna trigger me so hard. Like, like if you're gonna add iron, like at least just like add iron before bronze, lower the amount of ranks that are in bronze, and then keep bronze at the bottom. Like the fact iron is gonna be before bronze is gonna be so annoying. Like I don't even want to go there now. At least like if bronze was even lower and then like iron was in the middle of bronze, I'd actually be okay with being in bronze sometimes just because it'd be fun. But now it's like almost triggering because they don't know their stupid meta logic. It's like, did you forget like how the tables go? Is that what happened?
Somebody's never played RuneScape.
And or any other game?
Yeah. No, for sure. It is a little weird. I was like, what do you mean irons before bronze? Oh, Spoder is taking some of the worst trades I think I've ever seen. Yeah, this is bad.
But to be fair, he generally does that anyway. Ooh.
Oh, was it the ultimate bait? Is he going to get it? No, he's not. Oh, my God.
Wow, that was actually, if only he had his E there.
Yeah.
Nice, Hecarim coming
Yeah,
in for the
Hecarim is
Elster,
going to
and
be coming in.
Elster
Nazumi forced the
seems
flash
to
away.
get
Does
better.
have the trample if he wants to get that auto attack off, but I think he's just going to burn down. First blood does go to Blade Caller.
That was a nice get behind the Elster, so even after he flashed, he still was pretty far back to really try to escape there, so no real chance. Otherwise, mostly just trading seems like. I feel like that's most of 3-0. It's like who trades more, and then like if there's like a fight that breaks up because of the trading.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of trading going around.
Like in a lot of games. What was that the Galaxy AMP game? Or was that or was that OGG AMP, like when they were just like fighting?
That's all they did, yeah. I think that was Olympic AMP. It was just like, good God, guys, just sit back and farm for a minute, please.
Like I just want to watch the game. And then it was like only 25 minutes, so we're like, I think there was like 50 kills or something. I don't remember how many there was. Yeah. I know there was a lot of kills in the game.
There was something ridiculous going on there for sure. Yeah, Spoder, you're never gonna win this. The first tenet of the Camille into Poppy matchup is don't try. Right? Like, if you just sit back and last hit and farm and say, I can't win this lane, you might win the lane. But if he's constantly actually trying to do anything, it's going to go pretty poorly. Do have the Hextech ultimatum down onto Shadow Orc, though. He's trying to run away. Doesn't have his flash, but going to get caught up by the tactical sweep anyways. It's a bit of a shame he didn't have his ult. That is another thing about Poppy versus Camille. You can't get out of that unless Camille leaves your ult. Well, you've got an ult that knocks her out. Yeah. And you can charge her out, right? It's a very good matchup for Poppy. It's just a bit of a shame he didn't have his spells. Otherwise, might have been able to survive in that situation. Still a pretty good gank, though. Go ahead.
I think he was actually 6th there. I just don't think he had enough time to level it up.
It was on cooldown.
Oh, it was on cooldown?
Yeah.
Use it?
It just came off cooldown.
Huh, that's weird.
I don't know when he used it. He might have tried to cast it and it might have gotten canceled.
That could be. Oh, you know what? Maybe it did get canceled when Camille, or when Camille ulted. I don't know if like that could happen, like on instant cast. So like maybe she instant casted instead of charging.
I'm not sure, but he does have it up this time, and Rengar's here. Gotta be able to catch her in that hook shot. Again.
I actually would have been so triggered if she got out of there.
Yeah, that would have been a little upsetting.
Wait, 100T, what are you doing?
I know, he was so rich and now he's got nothing. White, though, against Bliss, might be able to get this turned around. Not going to be able to find the kill, though, so Bliss going to get the solo kill on the Ahri.
And that is the Ahri versus Cass matchup.
Yeah, very hard.
It's a pretty fun matchup to watch, though, because both of them are, like, super fast champions, and they both have, like, the ability to dodge people's skill shots.
Yeah. Vay going really aggressive. He does have the red buff. All it takes is one more auto attack and the ultimate to find himself that solo kill.
I guess I didn't realize that Hecarim didn't have Ghost there, so I was like, it's a little bold flash for that, but his Graves red buff, OP. He was excited for Dark Harvest nerfs next patch. Yay! I'm excited.
Oh, I haven't even seen what nerfs are coming in next patch.
I know they've been talking about it.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen like what they're gonna do, but I've heard people talk that they're gonna nerf Dark Harvest for next patch.
I mean, their plan in general lately has been how badly can we screw the domination tree.
Yeah.
So you know, after the electrocute nerfs, I'm not surprised to see the Dark Harvest one. I'm really sad that Orc easily could have gotten a. Okay, he still got the solo kill, but that could have been so much easier if he had just walked towards Spoder when Spoder was coming off the wall, because he could have still blocked it. But we are going to see an bot lane engage as Gummy just gets one shot.
I don't know why that looked weird.
So much peeking damage.
When Tristana like jumped out for a second to try to escape, it looked like Alistair ate her like Kama Kench. I was like, that just happened? And she just like insta died, like an animation.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Alistair pretty much CC'd to really not be able to help, and they were kind of in the perfect range to where he couldn't really do much, so...
Yeah.
Playing a little too far up.
Yeah, Gummy does need to start playing a little bit more passively. Because cannot give too many kills over to this bot lane. It is going to be a pretty scary one, Izumi. Gonna start zoning him off, but...
I was actually kind of surprised they didn't pulverize there. I could have swore that was in range if he actually did that to combo, so the Hecarim's actually coming in for a little something here. If the Tristana should push up.
Yeah, God,
nice.
Bliss gonna get another combo. If actually manages to still get the comeback on the Q, even with the flash, but
yeah,
we're seeing sums and ult.
Yeah, he tried to flash out, but I think he kind of flashed into the final return on the Q.
Yeah. I mean, he flashed to the side, but because Spoder ulted in that direction, it brought the orb back anyways. Say what?
Bliss.
What did I say?
You said
I don't know, dude. I'm fucking tired today. Yeah, just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, my thing is coming to you.
Yeah. I mean, you just keep trading who can't talk at all.
What was that, like 2 weeks ago? Like when I literally just like did not know what I was talking about.
No, that was last week.
Was it?
That
no,
was
last week I didn't. Was it
That
last
was
week?
last week. See, now you've caught it again. Maybe we're both just actually full-time dumb. I don't know.
That could be. Maybe we don't have brains. We're just casting a cast to have fun.
Yeah.
Yikes. Guys, 3-0 is run by a couple of idiots, so...
Yeah, you heard it here first. Actually, you probably didn't hear it here first, but you heard it from us here first.
According to Bliss, Mechanics is calling. Whoever that is, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the pause is about.
Not positive. Sounds
But
like
they
it's...
are saying R,
Alright.
so maybe it'll unpause.
Yeah, it does look like we're going to have a gank up here. Rengar and Shadow Orc trying to find Spoder. Don't know if they'll go for it because of how thin this wave is getting, but they do have a good amount of damage in lockdown, so it is a potential.
Yeah, it'll be more of the Shadow's the one that actually starts it, because with the amount of HP that he has compared to Hecarim's HP, I feel that they could possibly tank it, but there's a pink. Looks like he's just going to walk out and maybe even give up the tower, but actually Hecarim decides to not go for the tower, so he might actually just walk out.
Yeah, Rengar's one of those guys that's, if he's not farming and he's not ganking, then he's not playing. So,
Yeah.
not one to really sit there and pressure the tower a whole lot.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if as low as it is, honestly, they probably could have got it if he stayed, especially since Spoder basically just backed off.
Oh, yeah. And it's not like Spoder could have walked back up to defend it either, right? He could have...
Yeah.
They could have
it's
stayed
Hecarim
there and...
Poppy.
Yeah. So...
Long range or very fast engage.
Yep. So that is just a little bit of a misplay. They easily could have gotten that first tower.
Who got Dragon? I didn't see it.
It was the Graves.
It was Amp. At least they did get Dragon, though, so they noticed that he was up.
Yeah,
Another nice
Bliss
trade.
going all in again onto White. Not going to get hit by the ult. Just 100-0. You are dead, sir. But bot lane, Xylan is trying to find his way onto Nezumi. This might not be the target you want to go for, as Gummy's going to be dashing out of there. But all Rengar jumped to a minion instead of the Alistar. And so now it looks like Amp want to try and turn this around, going onto Blade Caller, forcing the ultimate out of him. But they still have more, and Graves is frontlining. He's going to try and pick up a kill, but he still falls down. Traded it over for the other jungler. And now Xylandis trying to find his way back in.
Does burn the flash, however, neither of which were in range, but still got the flash out of Gummy. Probably more of just a scary, being that it's Rakan. Scary flesh. Yeah, and Graves actually did get eaten by the ring, or by the Hecarim, I want to say.
Yeah, Hecarim ulted him and ended up behind him, so the fear pushed him into the tower. And then I think he might have had his E back up as well, but I know there was at least the fear.
Well, I think he E'd to the side when he was like trying to go for the Xayah, and then Hecarim ulted. So his E, I think, was actually off cooldown.
Hmm.
Or on cooldown, sorry. Not off.
Possibly.
God, I hate that stupid pre-charge Tristana jump.
The Tristana buffer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty silly mechanic, honestly. Because...
I get why they do it. Ooh,
oh
nice
my
flash.
god.
Wow.
White is not having a good day right now.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to start respecting the range of the charm, because I feel like almost every time he's been hit by the charm and then they just full on engage.
I mean, that one wasn't even the range of the charm. Bliss flashed point blank and hit him with the charm there.
That one was a flash, but at least the last couple times that he's died, it was pretty much max range charm.
Yeah.
From him just playing too far up.
It's going to let Amp get that first tower.
Which is good, considering how low top is, so...
Yeah, and Shadow Orc might be in a little bit of trouble. Is using his ult to try and disengage. Nice. Yeah, he's going to be just fine here. Just a little bit more damage back and forth.
Unfortunately, Bliss missed the charm, so missing the charm guarantees the Poppy escape. Just kind of had to run out there, so... And luckily, he still didn't need to burn flash, so he actually just had to ult them out and then walked away. So he does still have that for whenever he might need it next time.
Yep. Bot lane, though, again, the camp coming out from Rengar. They're going to try and find their way on to Gummy Bolts. He's already used his jump, so there's no way out for him anymore.
That was the weirdest animation I think I saw. He, like, Alistair precasted the headbutt on Rengar, or on the Hecarim, as he was charging in. But when his E went off, he knocked him into the wall when he was in range. It was the weirdest.
Yeah.
I guess that's a thing, but it was still weird.
Yeah, Hecarim's charge has very strange interactions, because once he actually starts the charge, there's pretty much nothing that will stop it. There's very little, like Poppy W will, but it'll actually supersede a lot of other crowd control moves, where like if you try, countering him with one, especially if it involves your own body like a headbutt does, it just has very strange interactions.
One of those abilities, like the flying Zac meme.
Yeah.
I still remember the first time I saw that Zac bug, like when he flaps his hands like a bird when he's jumping over the bush. I was laughing so hard. It's like, oh my god.
Zac has a lot of weird visual bugs.
Yeah. The running from wherever he's coming
He's
from.
just full charge. Just Usain Bolt style.
I'm just gonna run at these guys and my body will knock them up because I ran at them so fast. It's not because I jumped into the air and landed on their face.
Hey dude, it works for Scion.
That is true. Except Scion is like a train, like he's actually charging you full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? That actually would be funny as hell. Not gonna lie. Like train Scion. And he turns in, like when he ults, like his thing turns into a train, he's got a little caboose behind him.
Oh, it would be pretty decent. Gonna see a bit of an engage coming out. Xylandis gonna try and catch them up with the quickness, but just dies before he can get anything done.
Yeah, that was a really awkward, like, almost re-engage, because I feel like Nezumi botched that engage by headbutting him away, but then Nezumi went back in, or not Nezumi, Xylandis went back in, but then basically just committed suicide after that, so, because they still had the CC to kill him, so.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard attempt from Rakan to do a quick engage with the quickness and then get that extended dash out to the Xayah. That way you keep the enemy CC'd and you're still there, able to get out. But it definitely did not go as planned, as I believe he got caught up by a thing, I think Pulverize or Charm, one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was Charm and then Pulverize. So, but Herald getting bot tower now, and they're just going to keep pushing for the tier 2, it looks like.
Yep, they might
be forced to cancel back. They might still get the charge, we'll see.
Yeah, they'll get the full strength charge. They're not going to go for the tower, though. They got the jungle and the dragon in their eyes, so...
Yeah. Which is nice, because a lot of times I want to say we have kind of seen AMP like to overstay it, but Cass, again, getting caught up by the charm. Like, you just saw them there, man. Come on.
Yeah, definitely White not playing as well as he normally does. Spoder's gonna get engaged on. Yeah, he's gonna fall down to that ignite now. Xylandis burning down to that explosive charge. Should be the next one to die here, as Hecarim's also just a little bit overstayed. No. Dashes straight into the charm, feeding Bliss by the hand. This might be enough to help AMP get this tower.
Yeah, they'll definitely decide against the... I guess they did still get the dragon, so they're gonna get dragon and tower here.
Yeah.
I thought they kind of backed off and then went for the fight. It looks like they did still get it. They got tier 2 as well. Now they're finally going to be able to reset, as it looks like the running it down seems to have stopped.
Yeah, they're all doing pretty well on gold, besides Spoder. Spoder's not having a good game. He's actually 800 gold down right now, but the rest of the team...
Which actually is not a lot, to be honest, though. 800. Compared to most deficits, when it's generally like 1k or more.
Oh, I mean, yeah, compared to the other deficits, right? Like, all Rengar is 1,400 gold down. White is 2,500 gold down right now. So being 800 gold down for Spoder, pretty decent.
Yeah, especially considering he did kind of counterpick himself there. This is another interesting engage by him.
Yeah, it's actually a
He's
pretty
Bliss
decent one
lands the
because
charm,
Bliss is
so-
right there. Bliss is going to be able to get in there now, trying to find their way onto
Oh
White as
my
well. What was that Dark Harvest proc? They just...
Damage was insane. Like, Dark Harvest is literally like a better Duskblade. Like, you don't even need Duskblade. You just need Dark Harvest to farm.
Yeah.
To get free, like, one-shot procs. That's so stupid.
Yeah, and he's also got the Storm Razor, which is not as instant bursty as Duskblade, but also...
But it gives him the speed to be able to do the burst afterwards.
Right.
The chase.
Yeah, it guarantees him a crit. Guarantees him movement speed, more attack speed so he reloads faster. It's a pretty good second item for Graves.
And yeah, Eduardo, Bliss still technically carrying.
Yeah.
But to be fair, if you were here from the start, White did kind of get himself caught a little bit by a couple charms. So
yeah, White has not been playing too well today.
Yeah, compared to past times.
Yeah, White is damn near getting close to what I call getting Freecher-Horizoned, which will be a story for another day, as Vase maybe going a little over-aggressive into this. He's going to walk straight into the Petrifying Gaze, giving the first kill over to White. So he's not going to get Freecher-Horizoned at all.
It's okay, he's resetting the gold.
He's worth killing again, boys.
Toxic. Aren't we toxic? Anyway, what were you saying about I forget what you were saying.
There was this guy back when I played in Duo Esports named Fridge, and all I remember is one day I played Zach top into his Camille.
Oh, I
and
remember where this
he
is from.
was 0-7-0. Just no kill participation, and just yeah, he was. So whenever I see someone go like 0-7-0, I'm just like, okay, that's all right, Fridge. Just
I think
this isn't
I remember
pretty.
you saying that before. Now I think about it. It was the
I've
game
mentioned it
that
a few
we played.
times.
It was the game that we played when I was on Rockford. I forget who it was that played Nasus, and he was like 10. I want to say he was like 10-2 at one point, and ended the game like 10-7, and just completely threw the game for it. And you called him a reverse Fridge with tits, and I was laughing so hard the first time I heard it.
Yeah, that does sound a little familiar. Yeah.
I forget who it was. I want to say it was against Sero
It might have been.
back in the day. I don't remember who their top laner was though.
Was the Yorick one trick?
Oh yeah.
Who also could play Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
So the
that
Nasus
was-
makes sense for him, where it's just like, why are you playing this champion? And then it like just pops off and then ends up feeding at the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Black Jag, says Heat Viper.
That was a.
That was Lucius then.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the days. Good old Jag and Sarah.
I missed. I hate.
Yeah, we're gonna see a little bit of a fight coming up there. In a choke point, gonna get hit up by the Rakan. That is a huge 3-man ultimate. They're still able to disengage for the time being, but what? White's already dead at the backside. No one in the main fight has gone down yet. As there goes another kill. Ahri actually manages to find 3. Is he able to get 4? Give him the Quadra. Is he gonna be able to get it? No, Spoder, you mean little boy. Not gonna give the Penna over. Shadow Orc's gonna be able to hobble away from this fight, but that is so bad for GOO. That is 4 kills and a Baron most likely.
What happened there, but somehow Bliss was able to get in the back line and just like started going ham on Xylandis and Blade Caller. It was I don't even know how he got back there.
Well, he ended up behind White, and White was behind the red pit, and then he was able to find his way all the way to get onto Rengar and the rest of the team. And yeah, I mean, he didn't even hit Rengar. He hit, I think it was Blade Caller or Xylandis, one of those two. And the proc from Ludens went over and hit Hecarim and killed him.
You hate to see it. What was that? I think I was watching Dyrus one day when he was dueling with one of his buddies, and his buddy like half troll. Oh yeah, I think it was Shifter and I'm a cutie pie that were playing. And Shifter like got Loon's practice when he was playing Cassidon, and I'm a cutie pie was running away with like 10 HP, and he was like, "This is Diamond." You're sure, because he walked up to him and let the Loon proc bounce off to kill him. It was the funniest thing ever. Because he actually probably could have got out if he just walked back and held his ult to hop over the wall.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. The Diamond One memes. That's like one of those things where it's like, you just hear so much trash talk between Challenger and Diamond players, and it's like, do I really want to get Diamond now? Because I feel like if I get Diamond, I might just still be considered trash. But like everyone else.
Yeah.
Like Ham, you're Diamond now, so you're trash.
I'm.
Except you're the worst at Diamond. You're Diamond 5.
I'm Diamond 5 in Flex. I'm like 40% Diamond.
Yeah, so technically not even Diamond then, if you're Diamond Flex. I actually didn't even realize that was Flex. I haven't really looked at like what your other rank was. What are you? Still Plat?
Yeah, Plat 2 right now in solo.
Oh, okay.
I generally find in Flex I actually end up playing against much higher ranked people. They just don't try as hard. So I'll constantly be playing against like D3s and even some master people in Flex, but they're just like having fun.
Yeah. But to be fair, generally most people in Flex are with at least 2 other people, which is why the big meme of Flex is who has the better 3-man. Which is why I think it's stupid that people actually do play Flex solo, because why would you ever play a team thing solo? And that was a very bold dash for the tower there, but I guess it was one hit.
Yeah.
You did kill it.
Hey, one hit. Didn't even take a tower shot. Hardly bold at all.
So it was just, I guess it was more bold because their whole team was like right there, but I guess they were just kind of more respecting the AMP's other engages, so.
Yeah. But yeah, GOO just do not feel like they can take a fight right now, which is understandable. Bliss is ridiculously fed at the moment, and they don't have any real way to finish him off. They can lock him down, but just the rest of the team is going to have to all-in commit for a burst to even find a kill onto Bliss right now.
Yeah, and a lot of them do have items, so I mean, they're really not that far behind. It's just I feel like AMP has the better amount of damage that they have, whereas most of GOO's damage is more sustained, and AMP's is just more like if you're caught, you're just going to die with the Graves and the AMP, or with the Graves and the Ari. Like, getting charmed by anything, you're just going to blow up and disappear.
And you're going to see a little bit of an
like
engage coming in. There's Ambus trying to find his ult, but just going to get burned down immediately. Now Rengar, the next one to fall on the backside. They are trying to peel off Spoder. He's not going to fall quite yet as the heal comes through from Gummy, but a buster shot saves the rest of GOO.
Yeah. It was a nice attempt. A good 5-man hacker multi. A good engage by Xylandis, but more so to just kind of kill yourself. So, not the toxic kill yourself. Don't ban me.
The toxic kill yourself, like walking into the enemy fountain?
No, you know, when you type in ult chat, KYS. Just instantly get banned.
There was a guy that used to do that, and whenever people called him out for it, it's just like, keep yourself safe. It's just like, no, you're stupid. We know what you meant, but AMP gonna be cleaning up this 10-0-7 for Bliss. Well, hell of a game on this man. Playing his off roll. Definitely making White's day a lot harder.
Yeah, the RE charms were pretty insane. And just the way he was putting off a lot of the damage. I mean, the play mid when he did catch Cass from long range, she tried to flash and still hit the coming back Q for the extra damage, so.
Damage taken, Alistar, 10,000. Oh, that's physical, sorry. 17,000. Not even close.
You gotta do total damage taken.
Yeah, you got damage taken. 17,381.
Really, wow. So that was like nothing. Yay, nothing. At least I got it, though. I did vote under.
You did vote under, so you got your points back because no one else voted.
Yay! Woo!
But what are your thoughts on MVP?
Bliss.
See, I was thinking we should give it. This is a throwback. but I think we should give it to Bitcoin.
Ah,
While we're sitting here reminiscing about last season.
you said throwback, and I just thought Nezumi because Nezumi's gotten like every MVP that AMP has. Basically,
He's got a lot.
It's pretty much always been Nezumi.
Yeah, no, Bliss for sure. There's no question about it. 10-0-7, constantly getting solo kills against White. And White's been one of the better mid laners since he joined, so that's
Yeah.
saying something pretty good for himself.
And also, like, just the other engages, like, starting fights. Like, I mean, a lot of the fights that were started were pretty much off the back of Bliss Charm, so it was pretty good.
And, like, his team was actually struggling in that early game, but he was the one constantly getting pressure in the mid lane, finding those kills, and was able to translate it to help explode the rest of the map open. So, yeah.
Twitter has 3, but his 3 are fake. It's basically
You're talking about game MVPs or set MVPs? Because I actually went through and counted all of that. I know the answer to this question if you actually want to get into it.
Twitter's MVPs are fake. Oh, Nezumi.
Oh, wow, that's the old one. Okay.
What's that?
Oh,
speaking of KYS, I forgot that Bliss has that as his motto. Bliss, stop being toxic. See, this is why I got banned in the first place, and you already got your motto KYS.